Alright, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over what filters are. They're very neat things. It's very easy to use, and you can produce some really neat results and effects using the filters. So let's jump right in. I'm going to make a kind of a circular light effect. It's kind of what you saw in the blending modes video. But really quick, I'll go under filter in the top. And what I'll do is go under render and lens flare. And what this will do is just create a lens flare. Just move it around wherever you need. And we'll create 2 or 3 of these on the canvas. So go back up to filter, render, lens flare. Do another one. Just move it in a different spot of the canvas. Click OK, and then we'll do one more. Oops. Under lens flare. We'll try a movie prime one on this one. Move it out. Come up with these V's. Go ahead and click OK, and we get our 3. So you can do all kinds of things to these now with the filters that are supplied. I'm going to go ahead and start with the top one, the artistic, and I'll just click on any of these, and it'll bring up a filter dialog box, and you can edit certain settings with each one of these, but we're going to start with colored pencil. So it'll bring up the filter dialog box. It has most of the filters already in this window, so you can see what they do. You can turn it on and off to see how it affects everything. There's certain you can change with each different filter. There's some sliders that you can move around to adjust the image and kind of produce the results that you're kind of going for. So this, let's say this is something I might like. We'll go ahead and click OK, and it'll make that to the canvas. The worst thing is about these filters is they work destructively. So if I were to save, I would not be able to backtrack to get back to my original lens flare canvas that I created. But I can show you really quick. You can convert for smart filters. Under filter, go ahead and click, and then do convert for smart filters. And what this will do is it'll make a layer mask that's attached to the layer. So let's do that same filter that I just did, artistic, colored pencil, and we'll just go ahead and do OK, really, just for the sake of this. And as you see underneath layer 1, you have a layer mask. So I can go back in and edit some of this out if I wanted to. So it's pretty neat. I would suggest using this. It brings up more editing capabilities with your photos and using filters, and you can go back in and change the filter whenever you want to, based on let's try Fresco really quick, and we'll go ahead and click OK. And what it'll do, it'll use that layer mask that I already have on it, and apply the new effect. So let's try another one. So we'll double click on the in the layers palette, try palette knife or watercolor. Let's just do something quick. Yeah, sure, some rough pastels. We'll do a sandstone and some stroke detail. We'll just kind of mess around with it. Go ahead and click OK. It'll apply that new effect. You'll see it says rough pastels with the sliding and my layer mask. I can shift and click on this to remove it or to hide it, and click on it, or shift click to show. And you can also alt click on the thumbnail, and it'll show the layer mask just like you can any other layer mask. So let's click back on the layer. So this is a good way to use filters. Play around with each one. There's some neat ones with blurring. Motion blur and Gaussian blur are used a lot. but they do, they each have their own strengths and weaknesses with each one. Brush strokes, distort. You can do some neat things with these. We'll do a twirl really quick, and it just kind of bends the photo, just like it gives you a little example of what it might look like. So we'll go ahead and do that. So it twirled that. It with my smart filter, or my layer mask is still in effect. We will option click on that, or sorry, shift click on it to remove it. And you'll see that it made a pretty neat effect with the swirl, and it has the twirl and the rough pastels. Both of those filters are both in effect right now. So I can turn off rough pastels, and it'll give it a more clean look. I can go back in and delete these if I desire. So try to use smart filters more often than just regular filters. If you have any questions, email me about filters. I know there's a lot. We'll cover a little bit more of this in class on Friday, but enjoy this video, and we'll see you next video.